Wake up in my world. We're gonna survive together. Cause it's the second wild week. And now there's an outbreak. I can go out back and get me some steakhouse. Oh, you best believe. Oh, you best believe. You best believe. Alright, creative, have fun. We're gonna have fun and creative. Well, we're all gonna have fun and creative. I just got the Agent Jonesy skin for free inside of Fortnite Battle Royale. And here's how. Anyways, I got the new loading screen up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I swear to God, H3H3. I'm Keemstar and I'm obsessed with H3H3. H3H3 H3 1103 91105,669 4 thousand 9 quadrillion 9,600 and five. That guy's number. Thousandlion. Goddamn. And I see this skin I got right here. Yeah, it's Agent Jonesy. He dripped out. Million. Meadow Island. A flat grass. I thought that said greasy for a second. I really thought that said. Wait a minute. Wait. So what if I go to this map, right? I mean, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm gonna try it out though. I'm gonna try it out. So Linnea, you know how there's like a sneep skin in Fortnite, right? You know how there's a sneep skin in Fortnite, right? You know how there's a sneep skin in Fortnite, right? I'm gonna. Oh, there it is for the clouds. Oh yeah. Yeah. Alright, let me see this real quick. It's dropping. Why did it drop? Now from the top, make it drop. That's some wet. Grab a bucket and a mop. That's some wet. Alright, well I obviously can't grab it like that, so I'm gonna have to. I can't fly. Okay. From the top. Make it drop. Oh my god, look at the map because of this. No, I'm deleting that. Like, why the fuck were there drops on, like, to begin with? What the hell? I never have drops on. Okay, grid snap. It's clear that you're just ruining this right now. Alright, so... Okay, so let me try something right now. Let me try something.
My Carrot XD art is taking longer than I expected.
I don't care. So, I can make clouds like this in creative. Right, but like... These don't look like clouds, you know? Okay, that's height. That is height. Wait, but what if it looks exactly how I want it to? That is obviously way too fucking big, right? But I like it. I like it, you know? It looks like a live event is going on, bro. Like look at this. Oh my god, guys! The island is being destroyed, guys! Oh my god! Oh my god, guys! The day of reckoning has come, guys! Oh my god! It's the flippin' sneep skin and Fortnite. Yeah, I can't get rid of this. There we go. Alright. I don't know how people made clouds in creative, But if they can make clouds, then I can definitely make something good. That's like this, you know? Yeah, and we're gonna have to raise this shit just a little bit.
Cloud.
Oh. Alright, so now let's see how it looks on the island. Oh my god, dude, what the fuck? This is like... Oh my god, dude, it's like actual clouds. It covers the entire map though. I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't. I don't know how to feel about the fact it covers the entire map, but bro, look at this. Look! It's like actual clouds. Yo, I just learned this from like a video I saw. Like, yo. It's like actual clouds. I mean, like, yeah, like there's that from like the meteor stuff, but bro. These are literal clouds. It fits as well since like, you know, that is going on. But like the thing I don't like is that it covers like the entire map. So like I don't know what to do about that. But holy shit. That's a lot. That's some wet. I'm gonna be real. That's some wet. It looks like clouds from above as well, dude. Holy fuck. Just spat everywhere. But dude, those really look like clouds. I'm surprised. I'm actually like really surprised. Wow. The map looks nice too, I mean. Yeah, I accidentally removed a particle effect that made this look way more cooler. Hold up. Right here. Wait, no. It was this right here. It's supposed to be like inside the cube, right? Or was I supposed to put it like right here? It still looks better like that, you know? It looks like an actual storm, you know what I mean? Wow, look at that. The cube has returned. Goddamn. I think I should add more fog. Like, just to make this look just a little bit better. Oh, dude. That's a lot of fog. It's in comic. Whoa, wait, what the fuck? It looks better in comic, though. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, look at that. It looks way better. How about we add some changes? I don't know what changes to add, though. I feel like this should just go on. Maybe it should be like the cube getting weaker. I don't know. Yeah, I have no ideas for changes. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. I'm gonna remove that real quick. It's a flippin' sneep skin! Alright. There's a lot of fog, but I kinda want that to be the point. I just wanted to do something cool, you know? Look, all these shards, they connect to the cube. I did make a season 5 map. Hold up. I did make a season 5 one. That map wasn't. I made like a little
How
season
long
5.
you gonna stream Fortnite?
I don't know. But I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, I made this the season finale. Part 2, season 1. Haven't started that yet, but I'm gonna do that. I should do it right now. The Big Battle Royale, part 2, season 1. Oh wait, no, wait. I think the deleted islands. Yeah, season 5. Where is it? All right. There's a lot of car maps. Okay, try not to freak out. All right, but I think that's Among Us. All right, I made a season 5 map. Oh yeah, look, it's on Crystal Cove. Look at the map. It's so depressing. Yeah, this Foodie Rave. Yeah, yeah, this is just supposed to be like a little. Wait. Oh yeah, yeah, it's supposed to be Rocketeer Rave as well, but yeah. Basically, the cube exploded and then like all of its shit got onto here, and it accidentally just spawned in like an old location. So yeah, Rocketeer Rave used to be a location where rockets existed. So yeah, this is the new place. And also, yeah, as you can see, like this fog and shit after everything that happened. You still have geysers with like just one. Oh yeah, and like some Q fragments were like spreading on the cars and stuff because it was getting way too strong. It's a sad map. This map has to be like the saddest. I feel like this has to be the saddest. And you know what? Just to make it like even more sad, I'm just pumped out it to a 20. Wait, it's already on 20. Oh, okay. No, obviously that's way too much. Alright, alright, yeah. No, this is good. This is pretty good. Should I keep it on nighttime? Hold up, I want to see what it looks like on night. Oh yeah, bro, look at the map. This is just depressing. This is really depressing. God. Alright, that's season 5. This right here is season 5. Uh, wow. Look at this. It just became weak, and now look at it. Dude, like look at this. Like, this is everything from the military. That try to like fight this thing off. It's all weak. This map is like sad. It's really sad. And then like cyberpunk people just kind of came to the island. It's quiet, I know. I'm just saying that because I mean, look, but dude, like look at this. Absolutely remains. Yeah, it used to be like a location, right? Like right here. Like okay, so basically right here, right? It used to be a location, and it went like all the way down to here, but then like the cube just like fucking popped up and just destroyed everything. Now look at it. I feel like the holograms the holograms should like stop working. I don't think this should be light here either. But like, dude, like look all like the old cube spawners now. They're just they're just nothing now. Yeah, brutes don't spawn anymore here. Yeah, I don't think these should have lights. I really don't. Alright, no lights up top. Now obviously I can't get rid of the light on the screens. I mean I would get rid of the screens, but like that's just gonna make it look ugly. So yeah, I don't want it. Shouldn't I make this look destroyed since, like... I should, right? You know what? I'm just gonna do it. What? Why did... Oh, no, that's not what I tried to do. And they tried to block it off, but nothing worked. Yep. And all this fell. I'm gonna say that, just like all this fell. All of this just fell. You know, all the zombies just pushed into like the freaking ground. I'm gonna just say that. 'Cause like the story is just gonna like progress with like war and everything, but yeah, they just set up camp here, like for no reason. But like in season 6 it gets better though. Like all of it just gets better. Hold on. Wait, I can make like a little creative change and put the chest in the ground as well. Hmm. Looks just a little bit better. Yeah, they lost a couple screens during that. Yeah, basically someone tried to put it like right here so the zombies wouldn't get in, but yeah, you know that didn't work. Yeah, they got out their chair, so you can see, went all the way over here. And basically someone tried to like throw the chairs at like the zombies maybe, right? But it didn't work. I should really make these changes in like the other map because like I didn't really do that, and like they should have acted as well, but I feel like my only excuse was like, oh, they left. That was like my only excuse. Like, oh, the obsolete people, oh, they left. To never be heard of ever again, but yeah, I know that wasn't good. I'm just make that like a. I'm just make this a change and make that excuse, I guess. Yeah, and I could just make it look like they like punched it or something. That should be it. Storage, I feel like that should be the same. I guess. Yeah, but like, they really lost this fight though. You can tell. They really lost. They really, really, really lost. Or maybe they just like throw the computer at like one of them. but computers don't really make good baseballs. So, I mean, yeah, that didn't work. And maybe like since like the crystal just came up from here, I can just like put like some stuff in it. Since like basically those just like absorb items to like gain mass pretty much. So that's kind of what happened. This is really quiet. I mean like it just feels empty without the cube. Like that's the point. Like it's supposed to feel empty without it. That's really the point. Just to make all of this just feel empty, just like full of nothing. So I just forgot like it was nighttime.
How did it not ETS that thing I said, bro?
I don't know. Wait, what? What the fuck did you even say?
Her voice is spicy.
I don't care. My voice is my voice. Yeah, I'll just keep this on nighttime. Whatever. Yeah, we can make that fog a little bit thicker. But then, like, then again, like, no, it's just too much. The fog can stay like this and only like this. God. Alright. Oh, well, I'm calling that a change. Now we can see what the map will look like in the 10th season. It won't look like this, you know, it's more of like a concept than anything of what like I kind of want it to look like if like the story just goes the way I want it to.
In the future when we do the do nasty, I'm going to say I am on birth control, so we don't have to use the rubbery balloon thing and I get to have you.
Yeah, you know what? Stop drifting. In the future, when I'm about to do this, I'm gonna say on birthday goal. Let's use that rubbery balloon thing. And I get to have you. Yeah, it's never gonna happen since I'm just gonna stay in the US. I'm not really gonna, you know, go to Canada or anything. I have no plans on meeting you in the future, bro, believe me. I have no plans whatsoever. And plus, if you just come to me, then you won't know where I live, so. So good luck trying to find me. Good fucking luck. Okay, where is the... Did I even try to select these, bro? Like, what the hell? Okay, no, that. Why is it like that? I am gonna, like, destroy some of this, you know, so it just kind of fits. I'm just aiming at the glitch because, like... Cause, like, bro, look at this. It looks like a glitch. No, it's like a ghost of like one location that used to exist before it. But look, it's the 0 point. Holy shit, it's the 0 point. Oh, yeah, time atrocity. Yeah, yeah, foodie ruins. Yeah, like yeah, fuck that place. Also, I didn't add back like it's called food fluster. Oh yeah, look at the plane. This was like before it crashed. No, like this island was like sent back in time. Yeah, look, and like there were these ships like chasing it down and stuff, cause there's like a really spooky bad guy inside of it. So like just imagine like you're the plane, right? You're the plane driver, you know? It's like and it goes and then boom. Oh yeah, and before the crash, it used to be called treetops.
New
Nah, I
mattress
mean,
she cooks, she cleans.
I'll just do that. But like, yeah, I kind of like this that I made. I mean, Madre, she cooks. I don't care. Oh yeah, and I forgot. They were supposed to take it over as well. Yeah, Camp Takeover. Yeah, yeah. This used to be like a old location in season 1. Like they really took this shit over though. Like look at them. Like look, they were dickheads and put this here. They were dickheads. Like dude, they're blocking the logo. What a bunch of dickheads, right? Yeah, and they put everything back together, I guess. Why is that even in there? Alright. There's like some weird little water stuff going on here.
Elbow cough.
So it can actually fit. Hmm. Oh yeah, I put this here by the way. Like, so basically, the visitor, and since like this is here, you know, they blocked it off just so he doesn't get out. But it looks like he did get out, but like I don't know, I can't change that. So yeah, let's just pretend it's closed, you know? You just fucking. What about your dicks though? Like for real? They really did my boy dirty though. Look, they blocked it off even more from even like dude they blocked it off for even like dude I can't speak like dude they blocked it off just so that shit like does not happen again. Confined cabin. Yep. Well, this is what I turned it into. Like half of it though. Like just look at this. Look at where all these meteorites were gonna land. Just mostly in there. One is gonna go like, ooh, yeah, like it was gonna miss. It was gonna miss. Yeah, this one was gonna land right there. That one's obviously gonna land like straight into the water. Hold up. Yeah, this one's gonna land like.
Fuck, I need to watch a
In the
video
water.
with us about my wife carrot cookie.
I don't care. Dude, I wanna. Ooh, yeah, yeah. You can tell this is a little meteor right there. It's like all these meteors, like all these small little meteors, aren't really gonna hit like anything like big or something. But like, you know, I should make more though. You know, like that are gonna hit. So that's gonna hit the hanger or the glitch, I should say. Fucking dumb name. That's a really dumb name I came up with. Yeah, so it's right here. It's gonna land. Okay, well, I just make. Did did I just? I just made God knows how many more meteors. Nice. Okay, yeah, now that. Okay, yeah, now this one's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. This is a bound. Just explodes everything. Wait, what? Oh, I made it turn this way. No. Dude, everything about to go up in flames now. Dude, look at this. Now everything's gonna go up in flames. Goddamn. It's still not fit. What? Why is
Okay,
it
back.
still facing this way, bro? Linnea, you're really fucking weird. I'm gonna just say this right now. And so that it looks like it's gonna hit, right? It looks like it's gonna hit. It's not gonna hit, dude. Whatever. It's just a fucking concept anyway. She's not real. All right. Uh. All right. Over to this path just to check something out. You put this here. Just to remind them, yo, we really gotta get ourselves some food. But you already know, Linnea, you know, she's taking up the line, ordering way too many things. So now that there's a long line at the freaking Burger Queen and shit. You know, I'm gonna turn that into a Burger Queen. Hold up. We got burgers, 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 and more burgers, and a lot more fucking burgers. Alright. This is gonna be like the most ghetto Burger Queen ever. Hold up. The burger. It's just gonna be crossed out and it's gonna say Burger Queen. Why is it called Burger King and not Burger Queen? I'll stop. But like, can we do that though to him actually? Like the furry in the video, like can we do that? I keep thinking about the Cuphead theme. I don't know why. Down, 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 down. The vocalized one, though, not. Alright. Why is it called Burger King and not Burger Queen? Alright. I'm gonna look for the billboard. Yeah, the fucking billboard, nigger. Oh, I did not mean to say that. He says he's going to cancel me because I insulted his disability. You know what it's time for. September 1st, 2021. The cancelled incident. I have been trapped here for 10 days. Oh. Nice. I type like shit, by the way. No, why is it like that? I can't get it back either. So I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this. Take the billboard. Burger Queen. It's so ghetto, like you just know it is. I'm lagging because my fucking PlayStation 2, I can't focus. So place this shit down. Burger Queen. This is so ghetto. Like, just look at it. This is so ghetto. Burger Queen. Bro, this is. I'm gonna make there like be like trash everywhere and stuff. Like everywhere's gonna have trash everywhere. There's gonna be trash everywhere because of how ghetto it is. It's that white folk, you know what I mean? It's that white folk. This is fucking trash. There's trash everywhere you go. It's like boxes shit, you know, like it's like fucking. Why is there a chest? I do not recall myself putting a chest there. Wait. Is it like a garbage thing? No. September 21st, 2021. The cancelled incident. Yeah, looks nice. You know, apart from the fucking Burger Queen right there. So, Pistol Strike, I want them to sign this map. I want them to sign it. I want them to sign it off. Yeah, and this is how like everything stands up. Oh, bro, I just got an idea. It's gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. It's gonna sound crazy. It's gonna sound real crazy. But what if we make the back rooms in Fortnite? What if? Well, we can't just call it the back rooms, you know. The liminal rooms of forever. If that doesn't sound rip off as fuck, then like I honestly don't know what does. All right, the liminal rooms of forever. Let's do it. Let's fucking fuck. Let's fuck. I want to fuck. All right, the liminal rooms of forever. Let's go. On a mission, bro, with dread. Yeah. I don't know what the time of day is. Fucking that, but. Hmm. Let me go to. Oh shit, bro! Coral Castle is in Fortnite. Where's location? Where's Pleasant Park? Pleasant Park. Pleasant Park. There it is. So this first level, I don't know what I want to do for it. It's gonna start like right here. It's gonna be the biggest. It's probably gonna be like one of the bigger maps I make. It's probably gonna be like one of the bigger maps I make. Why not? No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Blue house. No. So let's see this wall real quick. It's double-sided. I'll give it that. Oh my god. Did I just? Great. Well, I'm probably gonna have to move this up. Why is it like this? What the fuck? Why is it just like embedded like into the floor? Oh, probably goes up still. Alright, there we go. So there's that. Wait, no. So Joven said that the floor he used was in here. Okay, that one's like the double-sided one. I'm gonna have to use like this one. It looks like back rooms. Okay. The back rooms like its roofs are like pretty short, so I'm gonna have to like use those. That's not the right one. Which one is like the right one? Like which one did he use? Whoa, what is that? What is this? Oh, it's okay, it's a rug, it's a rug. Never mind. Oh, stop. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna use this. It makes him look like way more liminal. Dude, I'm gonna be real when I say this. Like, it feels like I'm in like an altered reality right now. But this is boring. Why not watch FedMC? What the hell? On this fucking school iPad they gave me. This is only for school, alright? This iPad they gave me is only for school, alright? So I'm going to Lo-Fi Hollow Knight Resting Grounds. I could play that. No. No, but it's only up arrows. When you wake up with superpowers. Thanksgiving was created. Adults can hear this. Only kids can hear this weird sound. Alright, let me watch. Now.
Okay, guys. As you just saw in the title, only kids can hear this weird sound. Yep. Adults
Please.
can't hear this. Let's see if you can hear it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I can hear that.
Did you hear it?
Linnea, did you hear that?
Play it again, but with 300% volume.
Can you hear that?
If you heard this high frequency sound, like the video and leave a comment.
Bro, did you hear that?
Yes,
Linnea?
I heard that.
Holy shit, okay. I'll be right back. I want to test on my mom. I think she's sleeping though. Okay, I should keep that in like a tab. Hold up. Corrupted kin is kind of crazy. Look at that thumbnail, dude. Motherfucker can summon waves. These YouTubers killed their dog. Earth's deadliest computer virus. I love you. I love you, and I miss you. Horror movie killers aren't scared when the mask come off. That's true. I mean, Jason Voorhees, his face was kind of scary, but like. Man, that isn't a Chrome story. Why's that thumbnail glitched out? The Job, the best Richard episode of yes. All right, I want FitMC to play in the background. I want FitMC. No, mom, I want to watch FitMC. Nikki, did I ask to? Okay, you know what? FitMC. Slave labor. Fuck yeah. FitMC slave labor.
Able to produce obsidian fast enough to get the wall done in time. So that's when a stroke of genius came from the incursion. For the first time ever in 2B2T history, slave
So for the first time in 2B2T history, slave labor. Holy shit. Why is there two people watching? Okay, okay, well, the second person watching, you better show yourself, alright? Or else I'm gonna chuck a bloody rock at your nan's window. You better do it.
able to produce obsidian fast enough to get the wall done in time. So that's when a stroke of genius came from the incursion. For the first time ever in 2B2T history, slave
Dude, it's just like the players who are just doing fucking slave labor, dude. Holy shit. Slave labor in Minecraft. I've never seen that a day in my life. That's fucking insane. That's fucking it's crazy. It came from the fucking 2B2D's history of incursions video. I'm gonna watch that. That is gonna play in the
Anyone
background.
that's familiar with
What the
the
fuck?
oldest anarchy
That's playing. That is gonna play in the background.
exactly what the players here are capable of. When you have a server with no rules,
Yo, if this keyboard don't come here.
there's going to be some conflict.
I wanna hit Fit MC. There we go.
But it's a little more complicated than that. But don't worry. By the end of this video, you will completely understand.
You completely
We'll discuss
understand.
the history of each of the 7 incursions and also discuss what may happen in the future in regards to them. There's a lot to cover today, so let's get started. The incursions are split into 2 separate eras. 1 through 3 are considered the classic incursions. These incursions happened before the influence of YouTube on 2B2T, meaning that there is very little footage of these events, only screenshots. 4 through 7 are considered the modern incursions. These incursions were much larger in pretty much every regard, and were mostly the result of YouTube influence. Because of this, there are countless hours of footage from all of these conflicts. Each incursion taught the 2B2T community a lesson in one way or another, and all 7 lessons will be mentioned after their respective incursions. Starting with, let me bring you back to the year 2013. There was a group of players
Where we could say the words retard.
These players decided one day that they wanted to travel to spawn in order to do something that an organized group had never done before. Take control of the wasteland at 0-0. A spawn invasion. The Valkyrians set up camp at 2K2K, the last remaining city from the Facepunch era, and used it as a base of operations in order to control spawn. Being so close, the group was able to do regular patrols, killing any players that stood in their way, and befriending some of the more advanced players they encountered. Housemaster, the admin of 2B2T, had recently flattened spawn in an attempt to eliminate lag, so the patrols had a very large area to work with. The Valkyrians called it the spawn invasion, and it lasted only a week. That's right, the term incursion had not been invented yet, as the term would be applied to this event retroactively at a later date. While the members of Valkyria had fun with their little invasion,
PlayStation
they
will die.
realized just how challenging the spawn occupation actually was. And the leader of the group, Sato86, felt that the invasion wasn't exactly a success. It had failed to accomplish its goal. The first incursion may have been a failure, but it showed that players could band together on a server with no rules to try and accomplish something. If only they had greater numbers. But the lesson learned from the first incursion was that lacking objectives and goals would make players disorganized, and they would lose interest in a community event very quickly. A few months later,
Oh, dude, what I'm about to do with these windows is gonna be like weird.
And at the same time, an IGN video was released about 2B2T, which caused a new wave of players to join the server.
I don't know if I should go pee or not.
Enough new players
Just go
and
pee.
members of Valkyria to once again call for a spawn invasion. Remembering what they had learned from the previous invasion, they brought more members and had pre-planned goals. These included rebuilding spawn roads, protecting the NFE spawn base, protecting other structures such as spawn beacons, and of course,
Like I am tired but I don't wanna wake up with my bladder about to explode.
Then just to go.
Overall, this second spawn invasion was considered
Okay, yeah, no, that's just weird.
and the first true takeover of 2b2t spawn region. The lesson learned from the second incursion was that having goals helped maintain player presence at spawn and kept them busy with their own tasks. It cemented the path for goal-driven incursions in the future.
It's gonna take a while.
However, 2 months was too long for an incursion, and it led to the exhaustion of the players involved. It would be another 2 years before the community came together again for another incursion. In 2015, after the largest base on the server at the time, Asgard 2, was griefed, the community of nearly 30 players living together were upset and needed to take their anger out on something. Many of the base members were ex-members of Valkyrie, and they decided that it was time for another incursion. The previous 2 spawn invasions were renamed to incursions, and the third incursion planning was well underway. But this time, things would change. The third incursion was different than the previous 2 for a few reasons. First, it was the first incursion to have a deadline. A deadline would ensure that the event did not go longer than 1 month.
This genuinely looks like the fucking backrooms, though.
The first incursion to allow players from outside the Valkyrian Legion circle. Many of the members of Asgard 2 were strong fighters.
This genuinely looks like it.
Thinkers. It made sense to have them involved. And it was the first incursion to have a community build project. It was decided that a community build project would help cement the incursion's takeover of spawn and give the members something to protect. What was the build? Raft Outpost. A giant base made entirely out of obsidian. It took a couple of weeks to be fully completed, but once it was finished, it was the largest spawn base ever built. Since withers were disabled on 2b2t during much of 2015, it was almost impossible to grief. Incursion members patrolled the base round the clock, and using spawn eggs, ghasts were spawned in as aerial support to attack invaders. Using Wrath as the spawn outpost, the incursion had total control of spawn. It was a complete success, and after 1 month, the incursion came to a close. The lesson learned was that by setting a deadline, it gave the people involved a sense of urgency, which made all members more productive. It also allowed newer members a way to prove themselves and be useful. I'll always have a soft spot for the third incursion since it was the first one I was part of. The end of the third incursion marked the end of an era. The classic incursions had come and gone. Nearly a year later, the YouTube invasion of 2b2t would begin, and with it, a new era of incursions. When the Camping Rusher made his now famous video about 2b2t, his fans flooded the server in magnitudes never before seen. His fans were called the Rushers, and began rushing 2b2t. The old player base was completely outnumbered and had no choice but to either fight back or quit. The Rusher War was inevitable. I started the Team Veteran Initiative in order to rally some of the old players and also convert new players to our side, while Sato and the other old incursion members began organizing in case a new incursion had to be called. We tricked the incoming players into fighting each other under the guise of Team Veteran versus Team Rusher. While many of us were fighting on the front lines at spawn every day, it just wasn't enough. There were just too many new players. While we were able to dispose of most Diamond Rushers with relative ease, a group of new players began to rise to power seemingly out of nowhere. They called themselves the Resistance. They were a team of rushers that were far more skilled in combat than any of the other new players. They had legitimate PvP background and fought in teams, outnumbering lone veterans they came across. They managed to defeat some of the old players by catching them off guard, including Burnsy and Sato. The new players were overwhelming, 2B2T culture was not being respected, and now longtime players were being singled out and
Alright.
attacked. That was the final straw. The old community came together again, and the fourth incursion truly began. For the first time, the incursion was willing to take in new players if they had something useful to contribute or had certain skills, such as Basti VC's bomber airships or San Wukong's lag machines. By using social engineering,
Nope, not the right one. Not the right light I'm looking for.
all resistance supply stashes were wiped out, and in July of 2016, late one summer evening, the incursion banded together and carried out a raid on the Resistance's main base. The place was a crater by the time the incursion had finished.
I'm looking for a light.
In the weeks leading up to my
It's supposed to be like fluorescent and
the
shit.
fourth incursion continued to fight at spawn, weakening the resistance and continuing to kill rushers.
Fuck, man.
While this was happening, though, a new form of combat was emerging: crystal combat. End crystal explosions were so powerful that they could kill any player with only 1 or 2 explosions, even with God apples.
Just go.
This effectively turned
Stop holding it in, bro.
battles into kamikaze runs. None of the sides were prepared for this kind of change in the combat meta, and the incursion began having trouble maintaining control of spawn. A few days after I won my duel against the camping rusher, both sides of the conflict re-geared for one final
It feels too good, so no.
This would be the last true
Can you like actually fucking go though?
corrupted unicorn, the leader
Like,
of the
can you not give me that bullshit and just like
unexpectedly
go, bro?
switched
Cause
sides
like,
before the battle.
because I don't want to hear this like for the entirety of me making this fucking map.
Both sides
I really
of the
don't.
spawn began fighting. Some end crystals were used, but the majority of the combatants used traditional weapons.
Actually,
Battle lasted
I shouldn't really expect you
entire
to do anything
hour,
good. So
ended with
yeah,
Russia
no,
and company fleeing
never
the
mind.
battle, but still survived. This would go down as the last major battle in 2B2T history that still used traditional PvP weapons.
ILL actually piss in my bed.
Came to a close.
All
The
right.
war on 2B2T
If you want to be
was
called the
finally
bedwetter at school, then be my
the
guest.
members of the fourth incursion went their separate ways. The incursion was a success, and the lesson learned was that adapting to server change was crucial for keeping a player movement alive, and allowing some new players to join the incursions made them stronger and more diverse.
Anyway, I am cold and the pee is warm, so it is
Once the war
good.
ended, numerous groups and factions sprang up after both Team Veteran and Team Rusher had
That's
been
fucking
dissolved.
disgusting, bro.
These
Like, can you
groups
actually go to the
attempted to
bathroom?
gain as many members
Like,
as
please.
possible,
It's not healthy
and
for you to hold in
fighting
your
for
piss.
control of the 2B2T community. During this time of struggle, one of the most overpowered duplication exploits in 2B2T history became public. The server was falling.
Bro, this feels like a liminal space, bro. Fuck me.
A player
I
named
just feel
Jared
creeped out even being here. Like,
attempted to use this chaos to his
dude.
advantage.
That's like the power of this map, though, you know?
Jared, if you've seen my video,
Like, for real, like, that's the power of it. It's like supposed to, like, feel creepy, you know?
Jared called for an incursion and started calling it the fifth incursion. At first, the community thought it was a joke.
I know it isn't healthy.
He had a goal of creating a large wall at spawn made entirely
Good.
out of obsidian. Jared, however, ignored the lesson that had been learned during the fourth incursion and prevented all but his close friends from joining him. This was a total disaster. It was a total bonehead move. There were not enough members of his incursion to actively build his wall, and many of the groups that were attempting to rise to power took the opportunity to destroy what was built of the wall for attention and for clout. One group in particular, Aurora, completely destroyed the fifth incursion wall single-handedly using withers. The incursion was a total disaster, and to this day is still considered a joke. The lesson learned was one person alone cannot create an incursion. It requires multiple community leaders, and compromises need to be made in order to have enough people to accomplish the goals. More than a year would pass without any sort of incursion or major YouTuber invasion.
Bruh.
But on April 1st, 2018, popular YouTuber Anthem made a much anticipated video about 2B2T.
Can't put the door
Venom
there.
had informed the community of his desire to make this video
Hey,
well
fuck.
before he actually released it, giving the community time to prepare for an invasion of Ant Venom fans, or ants, as they were referred to. The major groups that had survived the chaos of post-war 2B2T were now established forces on the server. While not entirely hostile towards each other, they weren't exactly allies. But the Ant Venom invasion changed that. The leaders of each group and many of the established community members all agreed. It was time for an incursion. By numbers, this incursion would be the largest ever, with hundreds of players all taking part. Management was evenly split between different community members, ensuring that no single person could be calling all of the shots. The wall idea was brought back, except this time, Thieves and Sound, 2B2T's greatest civil engineer, was brought on board to be in charge of getting the wall built. The major groups taking part in the incursion all lended members to help with the wall. Other community leaders such as Henry and Hermetic Lock all kept the groups in check, making sure that nobody overstepped their boundaries. Jared was kept on a tight leash to make sure he didn't ruin this incursion. Despite coming under attack from several anti-incursion groups, the wall continued to be built, and after 1 month of the incursion, the Ant Venom fans were killed, the wall was successfully built and defended, and the 2B2T community was united. The sixth
Oh, this is
incursion
weird.
is regarded by some as the greatest of all time, in how it completed a large-scale project that was thought to be impossible, ended up creating alliances between the ruling groups and factions, and overall, was fun. This incursion was a celebration of 2B2T, its culture and its players. Immediately following the incursion, there was relative peace on the server. But that wouldn't last long. Fast forward to the end of the summer of 2018, 2 years after the end of the Russia War. A large French YouTuber named Fuse decides to make a series on 2B2T. Instantly, the community sprang into action, but this time, there had been no preparation. There had been zero warning. Still fatigued from having just finished an incursion months before, the community began to debate what should be done in this new incursion. This time around,
Alright,
Jared
so
desired a much greater role in the incursion, and so forced his way into one of the positions of leadership. Right off the bat, the incursion already had a few problems. First off, Fuse's fans mainly played on the server while the majority of the North American players were sleeping, meaning it was easier for them to escape spawn. There was no actual enemy to fight. Secondly, the anti-incursion groups, still upset that they had failed to stop the sixth incursion, felt reinvigorated and attempted to thwart the incursion even harder. And finally, Jared was still not satisfied with his position in the incursion. He wanted total control, but he needed a reason to take control. And so he came up with a plan. First, he would convince newer incursion recruits that he was the true leader of the incursion. Then, he began using his privileges to kick players that he knew would stand in his way. He removed them under the guise of kicked for inactivity. If he noticed a player had been logged off the server or Discord for over 12 hours, and they were somebody he didn't like, he kicked them. He kicked out many of the previous incursion members, and
what?
even kicked
It's
out
Madness
some
Combat. Wait,
2B2T YouTubers
it's Madness
like Sneep
Combat.
included,
Holy shit!
since we were all well aware
No
of
one
his
can see the
previous
plus sign.
failures. By that point, I'd already secured a duel with Fuse, so being kicked out didn't really bother me much. But from here, Jared began fabricating evidence claiming the other leaders of the incursion were attempting to kick him and take control for themselves. He was trying to turn all the leaders against each other. But the leaders, well aware of Jared's previous failures and constant plotting, saw past the schemes. Instead of trying to salvage a dying incursion, the leaders decided to let Jared have his incursion, and all withdrew support. They knew full well that with Jared in charge, history would repeat itself. With no enemy to fight, and a power-hungry leader, the incursion fell into disarray. There weren't enough players to complete any of the planned projects, and the progress that was being made was easily undone by the anti-incursion groups. Previous groups that left the incursion had now become its targets. By the time I fought Fuse in our duel, the 7th incursion had collapsed into itself. The community was left appalled and disappointed. For the first time ever, an incursion was defeated by a different group. Jared's 7th incursion became known as one of the most colossal failures in 2v2t history. It was such a disaster that Sato, the founder of incursions himself, said that the incursion name should be retired, that the name itself meant nothing anymore. The lesson learned here was that allowing unstable players into positions of leadership will weaken a group, no matter how many precautions are taken, and that an incursion will fail without true community support. That brings us to the future of incursions. These days, the community is weary about the name incursion. It's meaningless now. It's a joke. The 2v2t community has grown so large that server-wide events are constantly happening without even being named at all. When 2v2t fell into the YouTube algorithm's favor again last month, and a new influx of players joined the server, count them, 4 different discords all popped up, all claiming to be the true 8th incursion. And of course, all of them run by new players who have never even been in an incursion before. Someone even started a 9th incursion as a meme. I think it's safe to say that the days of incursions are over. If the founder of incursion says it's time
It's not
to
in that
stop,
video.
maybe that's not such a bad idea. If the community ever comes back together for a common goal or cause again, it'll probably have some other name. That would be the smart thing to do. But what will that name be? Well, like anything on an anarchy server, it's going to be hard to predict. Whew. That was a lot to cover in a short amount of time, and I did it all in one take. And I still barely scratched the surface of some of these events. But if you want to discover more of the decade-long history from the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram to get updates on when new 2v2t videos are being released. The era of incursions seems to be coming to an end. What will happen next on 2v2t? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Take it easy, everyone, and stay alive out there. FitMC. What's going on, everybody? This is FitMC, and today there's something we need to discuss about 2v2t. Now, I've debated making this video for about 2 years, but I never had a reason to delve into this topic until recently. There is so much that I have to tell you. I hope you're sitting down for this, because it's time to tell you
I
about
am.
the history of 2v2t that has been kept secret from you, intentionally, by myself and by others. Today, we're going to talk about the day 2v2t almost died, and how the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft isn't actually an anarchy server. We're going to talk about a history of backdoor access, lies and deceit, and the server event that almost killed 2v2t for good. When it comes to discussing the history of the server, I have not been entirely honest with you over the past 2 years, and I've left out some key details for reasons I'm going to explain later in the video. But let me tell you why I've decided to finally make this video. House, if you're watching this right now, I just want to say that I appreciate that you've kept 2v2t running all of these years. I hope you will not be mad, and rather understand why I've brought this up. The 2v2t player base, the FitMC fans, and all the players that have quit 2v2t deserve to know the truth about this place. Now, a few weeks ago, I posted this image to the 2v2t subreddit. It's a screenshot I had taken after I'd slept in a bed in order to skip the night on the server, which is a really rare occurrence. This was taken on 2B in late April of 2016. About 2 months before the Camping Rusher made his famous 2B2T video. The image was 100% upvoted on the subreddit, which surprised me, since the subreddit hates YouTubers. But in the image, you'll notice I'm the only player online. That's right, the only player online on 2b2t.org. And that's because the majority of the player base had quit. That's right, that was a normal evening on 2B. I was the only player online. Most of the players had quit because of the drama that went down in 2016, and it almost killed the server. Housemaster deleted this post after only 30 minutes, and I thought it was strange that a historical image like this would get swept under the rug just because I had mentioned spring of 2016. This already should be a red flag. Sato posted some memes to the subreddit a few days later, and one of his images just happened to mention the back door of 2016. Meme posts are normally kept up if they have a little bit of effort put into them, and Sato definitely put the effort in, but Housemaster also deleted this post. It's clear to me that Housemaster has been actively censoring posts about this topic on the subreddit. It's clear he's trying to hide what went down in the spring of 2016, but YouTube is my platform. You can't censor me here. It's time all of you knew the truth. I'm going to be using Sato's timeline to put these events in a chronological order. While Sato's timeline, it's not perfect, and there are some issues with it, it is the best one to use for reference.
Oh my goodness, oh my damn.
It's the most widely accepted one by the community. This one's a little
This is what I've made.
This one only goes to 2017, and I
Oh.
know Sato's currently working on the but anyway,
It's not much, but it'll do.
this is when 2B was founded. This is when I became a server regular. And then this is where all this drama began, 2014. I was just a 2B2T player at that point. I was not a YouTuber. I was just a normal player, just like you, before the server was world famous. In July of 2014, a strange message appeared on the 2B2T website. Yeah, that's right, 2B2T, it used to have a website, and it was run by House. It was paid for by the players. It was a legitimate website. But Housemaster had left this message. It says, Housemaster has left 2B2T forever and is no longer in charge. The server will continue like normal, though, and will be operated by an anonymous friend. Now, this message confused a lot of us. I mean, what did he mean? An anonymous friend? Is the server going to die? What do you mean things are going to be normal? Well, there was an immediate change in quote-unquote Housemaster's behavior after this message. When emailed, originally his responses were calm and they were polite. But afterwards, they were kind of rude and slightly condescending.
That took like forever.
Still seen in his messages today. Also something to note that the headers of his messages originally were in Swedish, but after this change, they were now no longer in Swedish. That was also a little bit suspicious. Now, for the rest of 2014, nothing really unusual happened, but in April 2015, the April Fool's event was released. It had a Middle Eastern jihad theme to it. This footage is all I have from that April Fool's map. Some of you have probably seen this video a long time ago on my channel.
Don't do this. Please, don't do this. Get up. Let's get up. Don't do it. No, don't do it. No, don't do it. Think of your family. Think of your family. Think of everybody.
I didn't TP since I shat earlier today at 1, so maybe that's why I took that long.
It was a really fun April Fool's event. Don't get me wrong, I loved it. It was hilarious. But
The P was non-stop.
was using a jihad and a MIDI radio.
Alright, well, I don't have to know all that, alright?
Jihad was a TNT plugin used to give the players TNT and other explosive devices, and MIDI radio would play songs across the whole server with note blocks. These plugins were both on the player Tristan's GitHub page. Now, his name might sound familiar if you see my previous videos. He's definitely a 2B2T legend, up there with Pyrobyte. But during the April Fool's event, Tristan was able to adjust the Jihad command on the spot and applied the changes almost instantly, implying he had some sort of access that we didn't. Tristan was one of our base mates at Asgard too, so the fact that he had access made us feel pretty uneasy. And looking back, if you remember, when we got to the world border, the sign that was left there was from Pyrobite and I Tristan. So that just goes to show you, even as early as 2013, there were some backdoor shenanigans going on. It was already really suspicious. Little did we know that at the time, I Tristan was part of a secret.
Why you not talking? I like your voice, talk.
I'm
TRRAA.
focusing. Shit.
The group consisted of I Tristan, the leader of the group, Pop Bob, 2B2T's most notorious.
Listen to Fit MC's voice.
Clyde, one of my old base mates and a master of social engineering.
Wait, yo, it looks so fire with red.
Loose cannon, and Talo, a fierce PvPer. Him and I had a fierce PvP rivalry spanning multiple years. It was already known that House was never truly a hands-off admin. He had world-edited Spawn before, and had actually befriended players such as Imps and Octopia. There were rumors that House had world-edited bases into the map for his
Dude, I am
friends,
so cold.
but whether that is true or not has never really been proven. House was also friends with I Tristan, a mistake that almost cost the server its life. When the server returned from the April Fool's map, something had changed. Withers had become re-enabled after having been
I
disabled
just wish you
twice.
were here to cuddle me and make
They were
me
enabled
warm.
on the same day that Tyranny greeted
Okay.
face-to-face. And then, the very next day, suspiciously, Withers became disabled again. Now, not too long after this, Asgard 2 gets griefed, sparking the third incursion. During the incursion, Tristan betrayed the incursion by trying to protect Jerry. It was during this time that I was forced into 1 versus 1 PvP combat with Tristan. After going through multiple sets of armor, I finally managed to kill him. This didn't make Tyranny very happy. Jared came at me, but I killed him. Talo came after me, but he fell for my fall trap, and I killed him. The incursion had fought off Tyranny, and won. For now. Are you still with me? Good, because this is where it gets insane, and where the truth
Key items
finally
required.
begins to
1.
leak
Some key items.
about
Yes.
what had been happening behind the scenes, behind our backs. The year is now 2016. Pop Bob had not been seen on the server in a while. Players were carrying on as usual, and bases like Aurea City and Space Valkyria continue to thrive. A brand new exploit had just become public. The bed teleport exploit, or bed TP.
This runs within the full quantity
Players
of
were
key
able to use
items.
beds to travel
In the player's
far
inventory at once, whether
distances
they can deliver them in
using
batches.
Minecraft's respawn mechanic in the overworld. Now, how it would work is that you would sleep in a bed in the overworld.
Yes, key items should be
Would go to those
fucking.
exact same coordinates in the Nether, which is 8 times as far away.
Wanna try wake me up
Put down a
again?
bed facing the exact same direction
No.
as the first bed. You'd leave the Nether, kill yourself, and you'd respawn
Well,
at
yeah,
the
I
bed
guess.
in the Nether, assuming that someone had placed a bed there at the next warp point. You could set up a chain of beds that would lead you out into the millions. And remember, each time you traveled, the distance multiplied by 8, so by the last jump, you were easily going over 1,000,000 blocks. Many players use
Okay,
this
wake
method to
me up
travel
in
to the
5
lands.
minutes. I'm going to
Legendary
close
base
my
made
eyes.
long ago. They wanted to see the base for
Okay.
themselves in person and build there with Jack the Ripper, who was very proud of his base. Jared became enraged when he learned that Jack was inviting people to the lands. So he attempted to ride the bed chain all the way to the lands. When it was discovered that Jared was coming, Jack ordered the bed chain to be broken as quickly as possible. The last bed in the chain was destroyed. It seemed that Jared would be cut off from the lands for good. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief. But then, the unthinkable happened. Out of nowhere, Pop Bob logged in at the final link finally had a path to the lands. This is the first time that Pop Bob had logged on in months, and this would be his final act of treachery. He logged out for the final time and never returned to the server in any real capacity ever again. Now that the chain was reopened, Jared had access to the lands, but he was not alone. Talo was with him, brandishing a 32K sword given to him by Tristan. Everyone at the lands did what they could to defend, but it was no use. Talo killed everyone, and Jared began to grieve. After the lands fell, all of the members of the base were upset. Right after the lands got grieved, Warmonger's next base is mysteriously found by Tyranny and grieved. And once again, Withers became enabled just for the grief and then were instantly disabled. This was a major red flag. This caused James Russell to begin investigating Tristan's GitHub page, and while doing so, he noticed something odd. Tristan had uploaded some new files and left them public, likely on accident. James downloaded everything he could and showed the files to a few other people, including Kane's Law. Since James and Keynes were both members of Aureus, I got to hear what was going on. But I was away from the city gathering artifacts for the soon-to-be museum. I wasn't really too interested at the time. Upon closer inspection, Keynes realized what they had in their possession. They were region files of 2B2T, not world downloads, region files, which can only be taken them directly from a server. These files would give numerous coordinates that were investigated immediately. There were stashes, spawn bases, and builds included in these region files. But the very last one they investigated is what blew the lid off this entire thing. Keynes, Jack, and a few others ended up finding Tristan's secret base stocked with 32K weapons, 32K tools, player and mob heads, and all sorts of illegal items. When looking into the chests further, Keynes found something that had never been seen before on 2B2T. Barrier blocks. The only way these could even exist in survival is if an admin spawned them in directly. Was Housemaster supplying Tyranny with these items? Did they have some kind of direct access to the server? Yellowstone Joe was able to identify the fact that the base was in newer chunks, meaning that everything there was recently made. Jack stored some of the items. Silver Crown King also had a stash, and Keynes stashed some of the items as well. When Kane's Law returned to Aureus City and showed me the barrier blocks, I was floored, but also instantly was on edge. I knew things were only going to get worse from here. Once Tristan discovered that his stash had been raided, he took the members of Tyranny and did what would be their final major act on the server. 2 major griefs, long distances apart, back to back. Space Valkyria and King's Landing. A display of force to show their power. Tyranny traveled instantly to Space Valkyria in the end and griefed it. Once they were done griefing it, they created an exit portal at Space Bulk out of thin air. Come on! This is getting ridiculous. They literally spawned an exit portal with illegal portal frames out of thin air and landed safely back in the overworld, where they went directly to King's Landing and griefed it. How? How do they know these locations? How was this possible? The player base was outraged. Normally, a grief is a grief, and you get over it. But 2 major griefs, back to back, long distances apart in different dimensions, spawning end portals using illegal items, the community began to suspect that this was more than just a backdoor and began crying foul. Little did we know how much worse it actually was. While trying to seek information, Jack was talking to an old friend on the server, Pompano. After talking for a while, Jack noticed that his behavior seemed a bit unusual. He told him, "Let's continue this conversation on Steam." Once contacted via Steam, Pompano said he had no idea what Jack was talking about, that he hadn't been on Tubi in a long time. This meant that someone had hacked into Pompano's account. With further research, it turned out that there had been a Chinese database leak with thousands of emails and passwords that had been passed around the darknet. Pompano's email was part of this leak, and it ended up being the same email and password for his Minecraft account. Someone was trying to socially engineer Jack with a hacked account. Suddenly, it all made sense. If someone had been able to hack Pompano, what if someone had been able to hack other accounts, including Housemaster himself? The nightmare became a reality when it was revealed that one of Housemaster's accounts, George Bush 420, was included in the database leak, and the tyranny had been using it. The account was seen building its spawn in creative mode, and all hell broke loose. This was the proof. Years of suspicion, years of these players denying anything, calling us paranoid. This was the proof. Tyranny had direct access to operator status. Game over. Welcome to the 2B2T Dark Ages. Tyranny had been using the OP status to literally make themselves gods. The backdoor was so deep that Tristan even had player data files, meaning that even the contents of our ender chests were not secret anymore. Our bed locations, everything about our accounts, our join dates,
Yeah.
it was all leaked. The entire community came together in protest. How could House have let this happen? How could he have turned a blind eye to all of this? The outrage caused Housemaster to finally take action, but not publicly. He took back all access to admin, deleted all the super weapons and barrier blocks that had not been placed yet, and didn't say a word to anybody. Late April 2016, the server is dead. The player base had quit, since their server was no longer anarchy. After losing their power and becoming just like everyone else, Tristan, Talo, and the rest of Tyranny slowly began to stop playing. At this point, the 2B2T timeline actually splits. A large majority of the player base at this time migrates to Constantium.net to begin life on an actual anarchy server. Some of the old 2B culture is actually still alive to this day on Constantium. It's the best view of what life was like on 2B before the drama went down. Many players just quit 2B for good and in turn Minecraft never came back. Those of us, few that stayed, we were angry. Everything we had done didn't matter. OP access meant that hundreds of bases had been compromised instantly without any of us ever knowing. Inside, I was disappointed and I was mad. I had just wasted 3 years of some of my spare time on a server where I was given the illusion of anarchy, when in reality, I could have been destroyed at any time, instantly. May 2016. The server is in the worst shape it's ever been. An average of 3 to 6 players on during peak hours, with no donations coming in at all. Some of us, myself included, continued to play, but we were jaded. We didn't know what to do. The server was about to die. It was literally about to die. But then, out of nowhere, June 1st, 2016, Rusher makes his video on 2B2T, and in comes the waves of his kitty fans. Now, fueled by the rage of what had gone down, we began mercilessly killing them. The night that myself and Sato came up with the idea for Team Veteran, we had a vision. This was the answer. YouTubers could save 2B2T. Rusher acknowledged Team Veteran, and we began the conflict that would bring worldwide fame to Two Builders, Two Tools. With 75 million views of 2B2T content all across YouTube in a single summer, Rusher saved 2B2T from death. I bet you never thought you'd hear me say that. While Rusher was my enemy and our groups were at war, him and I work together. And our conflict allowed us to remake 2B2T in our own image, our vision. Instead of being a place for edgy nerds to hang out, we turned it into a roleplay battlefield. A server that would disgust tyranny and make them never want to return. 2B2T was about to evolve. War was the business that was going to keep 2B2T alive and save it, not destroy it. That being said, brings me to the main point of this entire video. 2B2T was never a true anarchy server. Housemaster gave his friends privileges that ended up being used against him, against us, and against the server. House has never publicly admitted that this has happened. He has never publicly admitted that he got pwned. And he's been covering it up for over 2 years. He censors all discussion of this on the 2B2T subreddit. And most of the people that wanted this truth brought about have already quit. Pyrobite and Tristan, they both had backdoor access at one point in their 2B2T careers. They were equals. But Pyro never weaponized his backdoor. He never used it maliciously. He just used it to spawn illegal items, to travel it to the world border, and he created the player heads that exist on the server even today. He never used it maliciously against another player, which is why he is considered the true king of 2B2T. Pyrobite had the ultimate power and had the restraint to never use it. Tristan used his maliciously, and it almost killed 2B2T in the process. If Rusher hadn't have shown up, this server would be dead. It would not exist anymore. Are you still with me? I'm sure you got a lot of questions. Like, why did you never mention or show the barrier blocks that were at Aureus? Yeah, if you had poked around the ruins of Aureus after my video, you might have found these barrier blocks. Why did you never tell us about these barrier blocks? Why did you keep the Griefers of Spaceball a secret in your original video? You never mentioned Tristan or Clyde or anyone of the Tyranny. Why did you wait almost 2 years to tell us this? The reason why I've waited so long to make this video is because I didn't want the influx of new users and fans to know the truth, or else they would have been repulsed by 2B2T and quit right after the Russia War ended. It would have killed 2B2T's worldwide momentum. It would have killed my channel's momentum, and I would have never made it to the silver play button. And 2B2T would have fallen into financial ruin with no conflict or advertisement. War is the business that keeps 2B2T alive. If you play on 2B2T and you legitimately hate YouTubers like myself or Rusher or Ant Venom, you're a moron. YouTubers saved this server. I watched this server almost die. YouTubers brought it back to life. So next time you decide to complain about YouTubers, you should thank us. We saved this server for you. I'm sorry, I just get a little heated because, of course, because 2B2T is very contrarian in nature. Everyone loves to hate on YouTubers. Well, guess what? We're the reason you're even still playing on that server. So show some respect. Sorry, my rant is over. If you're new to the channel and you're wondering why we're trying to fight YouTubers and their fans constantly, see the real picture. By killing them, we are actually embracing and their change that they bring to the server. New players and new fan bases cause the server to evolve. It keeps 2B2T thriving, and it lets us forget this server's troubled past. I hope you can all learn from the past so that these mistakes are never made in the future. Even to this day, players attempt all sorts of exploits. They set up fake accounts to get backdoor plugins installed, but Housemaster's on top of it these days. Like I said, I'm sorry it had to come to this house, but your censorship and the fact that you've never publicly admitted that this has happened made me want to delve into this topic and show the world what really went down. That's it for today's block game drama. If you're new here and you're not completely repulsed by what you've just witnessed, make sure to subscribe. And to all my 2B2T comrades and friends out there, old and new, make sure you stay alive. And I especially want to thank all the players that contributed to this video today, all the players listed here. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to fill in the gaps that I was unable to experience myself. Thank you so much. Boys, our story is finally heard. The truth is finally out there, and no one is going to forget that 2v2t is not truly an anarchy server. Do not believe Housemaster's lies.
Well then. Wait, what?
Who was the king of the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft? Sounds like a ridiculous question, right? How does somebody rule
How's that
a
inappropriate
Minecraft
language?
server that has no rules? Well, when you've had hundreds of thousands of players over the years, there's bound to be a few that desire power, influence, and attention here on 2v2t. Today's video focuses on two individuals who both called themselves the king of 2v2t at one point. One's journey ended in disaster, and one went down as a 2v2t legend. There's a lot of history to cover today, so let's get started. When looking at the 2v2t timeline, everything that I discuss in today's video takes place
Oh god, oh
in
fuck, we're all gonna
2010
die.
and early 2016, as this is the only time in the server's history where the player base was small enough to come to a consensus on anything. The first person to ever call himself king of 2v2t was a 2011 player named Chris Light. Old players recognize this name instantly because of what happened to him. The story serves as a cautionary tale to all new players. So if you are new to 2v2t, you should pay close attention to this one. Chris Light was your quintessential 2v2t player. He was toxic, enjoyed griefing, and was all around obnoxious. He would constantly spam the following phrase in chat: Chris Lighton is the king of 2v2t. And that last part, I'm sure you can fill in the blanks. But he spammed this phrase non-stop. And back in 2011, the /ignore feature did not exist yet. So players were forced to read these messages day in and day out, just to get him to shut up. The player base at the time humored him and told him, "Yes, Chris, you are the king of 2v2t."
Oh god, oh fuck,
And
we're all
of
gonna
course,
die.
it went to his head. He became one of the biggest griefers of 2011. He griefed spawn bases and took spawn killing
Dude, the people
so
talk, we just killed everyone who
seriously
visited the room,
that
like,
it
run
was
free from my life right now, don't walk through the door.
Some say that the 2v2t tradition of killing new players started with Chris. Back in 2011, instead of having a random spawn location within a certain radius of 0, 0, everybody would spawn in the exact same spot. Chris was notorious for pouring lava
Oh god,
over
oh
the
fuck, we're all
entire
gonna die.
area, burning new players alive instantly. Players that originally made fun of Chris
Oh
for
god,
trying to
oh
beat
fuck.
him actually began to respect his dedication and make
Dude,
money
the
from a
people
2v2t
calculation, just killed
tradition.
everyone who visited the
But he
room, like, run
wasn't
free from my life right now, don't walk through the
When he
door.
wasn't busy killing these new players, Chris actually did work on some projects.
When you walk through it, you
He was one
fucking
of the
die
first people to dig
instantly.
out tunnels near the nether ceiling. He actually helped dig out the early parts of what is now the infamous X Highway to the world border.
Oh god, oh fuck, we're all gonna
Chris
die.
was the most notorious player of 2011, and he had achieved fame and notoriety on the server. he had obtained all the attention that he desired. But all of this attention came at a cost. Some players had grown so sick of Chris that they wanted to make him leave the server forever. After doing some basic research, the players discovered something shocking. The true identity of 2B2T's self-proclaimed king. It turns out that Chris Lighton was not just a Minecraft username. Chris Lighton was his actual name. Chris had doxed himself by using his real name as his Minecraft name, and the toxic player base of 2B2T took advantage. He was harassed to the point of quitting the server. This event would unfortunately set precedents for many more incidents like this to happen over the years, and is part of what gave 2B2T the reputation of being the world's worst Minecraft server. Chris had come to 2B2T begging for attention, and unfortunately for him, he got it tenfold. Chris's story is a cautionary tale for new players about why it's important to keep your personal details to a minimum when dealing with 2B2T. After Chris left the server for good, there would be many copycats throughout the years that would try and copy.
Wake up, bro. Wiki, come on, wake up. Wake up on there, it's time for school, bro. Wake up, it's time for school. It's time for school, bro. Wake up, it's time for school. Wake the fuck up. Wake up, wiki, bro. Sleepy time over. Sleepy time over, bro. Wake up. Wake up. Oh fuck. I just did that. Oh my god. Fruit Loops the killer. Nice. All right. Well, I don't think she woke up. I don't think she woke up. I want to end the stream now. Great. Well then.